Defamation is nothing but degrading or insulting anyone in the society through your words or through writings is called as defamation. And section 499 and 500 of IPC explains about defamation. Defamation is considered as a criminal as well as a civil offense. In the sense, defamation can be taken into civil court as well as criminal court. Now let me explain you what is called as civil defamation. Any person who is defamed by another through words or through writings or by speech can go ahead and file a case against the person who has defamed him in a criminal manner as well as in civil manner. And we generally call defamation as two ways. One is libel defamation and the other is slander defamation. Libel defamation is a defamation that is made by words, in the sense by writing. And slander defamation is nothing but which is spoken. And for example, if A speaks ill about B in the public meeting or in a public place or with another person, then it is called as a slander defamation. And libel is nothing but in case if he launches a mail to another person defaming him or his family or his profession or his caste or his creed, everything comes under defamation. Or if he publishes a pamphlet or a news article in a newspaper or any way like this, is called as a defamation. And defamation has to be taken into two grounds. As I have explained you, it is a criminal ground as well as civil ground. In civil ground, you can obtain compensation for this defamatory statements made by another person on another. But whereas in the criminal course of defamation, that is a case of defamation, you can make the person to be sentenced with any kind of suitable punishment under the sections of defamation. So this is called as in defamation. And in addition to this, I would explain you what is the course that you have to take for filing a case for defamation. First thing is, you will have to collect what are the words that is uttered on the person who is aggrieved and find out whether the statements that are made by the other side party is true or false, and whether the statements made by the other side party is really defamatory to the victim. And in addition to this, the most important thing that you will have to keep in mind is notice. Without notice, you cannot proceed with the defamation, and the notice of defamation should possess your demand. Demand is most important in the notice of defamation. What is demand? In case if you want an apology, a public apology or a private apology or a printed apology from the person who have defamed your client, you can ask that particular damage, you can ask that particular remedy, or you can ask for that particular demand through your notice to the accused. That is the person who have defamed your client. And in the notice, it's most important that you will have to say the greatness of your client, which is most important, and his social status, his social stigma, and his social awareness, and the position in the society, and his personality in the society has to be explained in the legal notice. And the most important thing you will have to explain is that the words uttered by the other side party, in what way it has defamed your client, that is prima facie. In what way this person, that is your client, have been defamed through the words that is being uttered by the other side party, which is most important. This has to be mentioned in the notice. After serving the notice, in case if you doesn't get any reply from the other side party fulfilling your demand, then you are free to approach the honorable courts according to the jurisdictions for the charges against defamation. And in addition to this, you also can go ahead and file criminal cases against him, not only under section 499 and 500, but you also have sections such as you can go under articles like 14 fundamental rights, and right to live with dignity is also a fundamental right. So defamation is also violation of fundamental rights. So you can also take the charges, you can also frame the charges in that way, and you can also launch cases against the person who has defamed your client, and make your client to get rendered with the justice legally. So friends, remember all these points, and this will be helpful for you once you frame a case of defamation. Thank you.